This card Master Duel might look a bit different because I recorded these duels from my phone. So this is the phone version of Master Duel because I ran out of replays to save. Anyway, this is the best way to use Blue Eyes in Master Duel right now. You use Millennium, which has a Blue Eyes monster in the deck. Heart of the Blue Eyes. So yeah, the best way to use Blue Eyes right now is pretty much just use Millennium Ankh, which yeah, has Blue Eyes in it. Now, technically it's not a Blue Eyes deck, but you know, some people will go, hey, look at my Blue Eyes deck, and there's just a few Blue Eyes monsters with all of these other monsters that are dragons that aren't really Blue Eyes, and I guess Blue Eyes does something there. And it's kind of the same with Dark Magician, where, you know, they'll have all these other kinds of cards instead of just like a lot of Dark Magician cards. So yeah, so am I wrong here? Because apparently, you know, some people say, hey, this is a this and that deck, even though it's not really. Says the best way to use Blue Eyes, Millennium Ankh. But yeah, look at my match history. I won 13 times in a row with this Millennium deck. So some of the duels were, you know, in Diamond, and then some were in Master rank. I believe that duel before this one was my first Master rank duel with Millennium, and it was just such a good hand. But yeah, so look, if you're disappointed, don't worry, because next week that's when we get the new Blue Eyes cards apparently. You know, Maiden of White, Blue Eyes Ultimate Spirit Dragon, and other cards like that. You know, they new Blue Eyes cards. We're getting them next week, so if you're disappointed, don't worry, because next week we'll be able to use Blue Eyes the real way, the real Blue Eyes deck. Even a pure Blue Eyes deck, and it'll work. It's not like, oh, you gotta mix it with Primite, I think that's what it's called, or Vegemite or something, whatever. No, you can just make a pure Blue Eyes deck next week and it'll work. So don't worry, next week there'll be lots of Blue Eyes videos, a Blue Eyes deck. But right now, yeah, the best way to use Blue Eyes is just to use Heart of Blue Eyes in Millennium Ankh. That's it. So here my opponent used Crossout Designator. I negated it. So yeah. Maxi and Angel Statue went through. My opponent played that, and unfortunately I couldn't really do too much about it, but it's alright because I have Maxi, so it's okay. My opponent played that Link. Or does my opponent have Maxi? No, I have Maxi, okay. So my opponent couldn't really do anything after that, which was nice. So I got Effect Veiler, a little too late Effect Veiler, but sure, all good. But doesn't matter, I could just summon another Exodia Incarnate, and yeah. Alright, so this is, yeah, some people were going second because of Tenpai, I guess. I'm pretty sure it says Tenpai. So I used, yeah, Shifter, then my opponent played, that card, I always forget the name, Moltres or something. So I used Millennium Ankh. And I just revealed all of the Exodia cards. Summoned the Exodia Incarnate. So you don't know, does it, like, for the people that use this deck, when you really want Millennium Ankh, do some of you ever say, Ankh me daddy? Or is that just me? You know, where you really want to draw Millennium Ankh and you just say something like, Ankh me daddy. I don't know why. And sometimes it works. You know? Maybe Millennium Ankh is very kinky or something. I don't know. It's a bit of a perverted deck, you know, but maybe that's why. I don't know. I guess daddy because there's no waifus in the deck yet. I hate how the phone version just covers the whole field, or half of the field. My whole field with the text. Just go away. I'm not going to sit there looking at my phone recording and I have to tap away all the time. No. So here I had to use that spell card to gain more attack just to finish my opponent off. And it was GG. So is it just me, or? But yeah, I did pretty well with Millennium. Yeah, winning 13 times in a row. It could be 14 times, but... Nah, I'm pretty sure it's 13 times. Yeah, it was 13 times. this season, it's pretty cool going back to Diamond. Like, that's pretty cool, you know? So, yeah, I guess I can get to Master Rank with the new Blue Eyes cards. Because if I could get to Master Rank with Millennium, I'll definitely be able to easily with the new Blue Eyes cards. Because the new Blue Eyes cards, I'm going to have Dragon Master Magia and Blue Eyes Ultimate Spirit Dragon on my field most of the time. Most of the time. I'm not going to say every time because that's pretty much saying, hey, I can always do it, when sometimes getting bricked happen no matter what deck you're using, you know? So here I use Crosshair Designator. Called by the Grave. It's a funny twist. So I negated that. And then, yeah. So I had to waste my negate. Unfortunately, sometimes I have to waste it at the start. It's not... I mean, I like Maxi just going through because... Especially with this hand, because I don't want to discard my Exodia leg. I mean, how the hell is Exodia gonna move around if that leg goes to the graveyard? No. You know, sometimes... It's like, when do I use the trap card? Do I use it now? Do I use it here? And then with this deck, man, they just keep going and going and going. So I had a feeling I was going to duel against this deck, so I need Maxi to go through because, you know. But anyway, I was able to discard another card, which was an Exodia. So I summoned Garurumon, then my opponent could keep doing stuff. It's like, just shut the fuck up, man. Just shut the fuck up. Then you already played that spell card, and you already activated the effect. It just didn't go through because I destroyed your continuous spell card. Ah! Oh. It's going to be the last replay. I'm pretty sure, because this replay is like a few minutes. I'm pretty sure it's only one duel. So my opponent played that. I'm like, whatever, man. See? Best way to use Blue Eyes. Right there. In the Millennium deck. So I did this and this and this and this and that. Luckily I got Rivalry because... Oh, and Super Polymerization. Yeah. It's not too bad. Just here it's sort of like, you know, a little Heart of Blue Eyes. Oh my god. Yeah, I hate this duel now. I used to love him, but I hate him now. I hate him. I hate him. I hate him. Get out of my game. Nah, they're alright, but I don't like him much anymore. So I summoned Exodia, I used Millennium Ink. So I set down my cards, and then I used Exodia to get something I can't see because it just decides to cover my field. I guess I got the trap card. And I was probably waiting to use Super Polymerization. Yeah, my opponent summoned a Centurion card, so I used Rivalry, which you can't see and I couldn't tell because of, oh my god, Master Duel on the phone is just... Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. So my opponent did that to get rid of Exodia. I used my trap card before Lubellion. Can get, you know, that, like a branded spell or trap. My opponent played that spell card and got a Centurion. I was kind of fine with that. I'm like, well, you can only control whatever that type is. And I know with Centurion, it's like different monsters. So, yeah, I was fine with that. My opponent attacked me. It was only, no, what? 1,600? Whatever. I can't even see what okay, there we go. So I used my trap card to get Exodia. And then I used Millennium Ink to summon Exodia Incarnate. Boom. By the way, because I'm not on Master right now, these are just recordings I saved and put to my computer. From my phone to my computer. Deck list is in the Master Rank Millennium Exodia video. So yeah. I haven't really updated it. It's pretty much the same. I'm using 41 cards because I needed one more card, but I didn't want to get rid of, just a card in my deck, so I have to run 41. But it's not. It's fine. 41 is fine. So my opponent summoned that again. I guess my opponent couldn't really do too much here, which was nice. I decided to negate that because I don't want my opponent... I think my opponent was going to draw a card. I did not allow that to happen. Then I got Obliterate. Well, not Obliterate, but you know what I mean. And then here, oh yeah, I can just attack and win. But I just did that just in case. So I attacked and it was GG. Alright, going to end it here. Thanks for watching and I'll see you later. Bye. Blue Eyes videos next week when we get the new packs. Be summons and duels.